Hello and welcome to Your Simplified Coin Review. So today we're going to be looking at QTUM. But before we do, make sure you become a subscriber to our channel so you can enter our contest, possibly win some cryptocurrency and a nano ledger. Also, make sure you smash the like button, especially if you're a fan of QTUM. You want more people knowing about it, and by liking the video, that has a chance to happen. So, okay, right now QTUM is coming in at number 20 on coinmarketcap.com. It is a coin. So, a lot of the cryptocurrencies we look at are tokens, obviously. Many of them are ERC20s or NEP5, but QTUM is its own platform, which is what makes it a coin. The price right now is coming at $13.54 or 177,000 Satoshis approximately. The market cap is $1.2 billion. The circulating supply is 88.5 million, and the total supply is 100 million quantums. So as you can see, the name is QTUM. It's also the ticker QTUM. However, it is pronounced QTUM, as you could probably imagine that's what it's called. So looking at the chart, it's been around since June of 2017, coming up on about a year anniversary. We can zoom in and look, and you can see obviously the crash and what it's done since then. As most things we look at is just, takes the same course pretty much that Bitcoin does. If we zoom in and look at the last month or so, you'll see that once again it followed the dip that Bitcoin had, and it's been pretty stable since then. But it doesn't matter if we zoom out or zoom in. Like I said, it pretty much just follows the course of Bitcoin. So what is QTUM? They have a really cool website. I like this. They have this like kind of spinning globe here, and you can stop it. We'll zoom in here, and it shows you where all of their nodes are. You can zoom in. Oh, look, there's me, Atlanta, Georgia, representing. So as you can see down at the bottom, it tells how many nodes they have everywhere. But, I like anything that's interactive. I like how you can kind of spin the globe. Oh, look, I'm a Harlem Globetrotter. But I'm going to sum QTUM up for you in just a couple of words. These are the big ideas that have to do with QTUM. Number one, it's almost like a hybrid of Bitcoin and Ethereum. And then number two, they're trying to make it easier for businesses to be able to incorporate blockchain into what they're doing and to be able to replace what they call legacy systems. So you basically, as a business, replace whatever you were using before, whether it was supply chain or in whatever way you were going to use blockchain, and QTUM is going to help you make the jump to blockchain. So that's QTUM summed up in a nutshell. In some ways, I guess you could say that's similar to what Ontology is trying to do. So I do think that's very useful. You should want this project to succeed because the more people that obviously use blockchain, the more successful cryptocurrency is going to be. So what is QTUM? It is a decentralized and open source smart contracts platform and value transfer protocol. It uses proof of stake consensus, meaning node operators are rewarded for validating transactions, a DGP governed blockchain where community participants can vote to change certain network parameters. So I'm also going to be using this article here on Coin Central about QTUM, and this is kind of what I was talking about with the Bitcoin and Ethereum hybrid. QTUM is a Singapore-based blockchain technology that bridges Ethereum smart contracts on top of Bitcoin's stable blockchain while using proof of stake for verification. By doing so, QTUM hopes to increase the range and interoperability of smart contract applications, especially for business and institutional purposes. In addition, QTUM will implement tools, templates, and other plug-and-play smart contract options to make it easier for business to build and execute smart contracts. So basically what they're trying to do is they're trying to have an Ethereum-like open-source smart contract system, but using it on top of Bitcoin's blockchain. And as we just looked at on the website, they're also using community voting, which obviously we know a lot of cryptocurrencies use community voting, and it's basically a way to manage a community in a decentralized way. So that is really cool. I like that they're doing that. I like all cryptocurrencies doing that. It keeps the power from being in, the few's hands, and the community can kind of govern. So this is on the website where it talks about what they're trying to do with business. The blockchain made ready for business, separating the settlement and computation layers of blockchain, allow for greater flexibility. QTUM's stacked approach enables multiple virtual machines or run environments to operate on top of the blockchain. So they talk about expanding the smart contract ecosystem, mitigating and solving scalability, proof of stake mining, and keeping the blockchain decentralized. So let's look at their wallet. Their wallet has a very smooth interface. Their website is just really altogether good, which, I'm surprised with a lot of these projects we look at that not all of their websites are up up to date. I'm a web designer myself, so I do pay attention to that. And I love their website. I love their layout. Everything's very smooth. You can download the wallet for Mac, Windows, Linux. Quick look at their team. Patrick Dai is the founder. He graduated from Draper University and dropped out of the doctoral degree from the Chinese Academy of Sciences. Previously employed by Alibaba and committed to blockchain technology development with abundant blockchain industry development experience. So for a lot of their team members, they either have experience with Alibaba, they have experience with Bitcoin, or they have experience with Ethereum. So they've got a really good blended team. I think their team is pretty strong. Now, we get to the backers. Now, this is where it gets a little interesting because, a lot of times you don't recognize people. Roger Ver, a backer. So if you don't know Roger Ver, you've probably been hiding under a crypto rock or you're brand new to crypto. He is the founder of Bitcoin Cash, which is a fork from Bitcoin. It's a big argument on, what the true Bitcoin is, but of course, only people making that argument are the Bitcoin Cash people. They believe it is the true Bitcoin. But Roger Ver is a big investor in this project. So I think that says a lot about it, that he's willing to stake his own money in a different cryptocurrency. So I don't, on one hand, I'm not a Roger Ver fan. There are some other people in cryptocurrency I dislike more than him. But I do think that the fact that he's willing to put his money in this shows that, it is a project worth believing in. It's a top 20 project, as we know. So it's got a lot of good stuff going on for him. So here is the LinkedIn page for Patrick Dai. I always like to look up the LinkedIn pages. As you can see, he's been involved in a lot of different projects. He's been involved in Factum. He's also been involved in VeChain. He was their chief technology officer. You can kind of check out his educational background as well. So it seems like he has a lot of good experience. So just to reiterate what I was talking about earlier, so although anyone can use Quantum, the Quantum Foundation is focused on business applications of smart contracts. Their goal is facilitating the transition from legacy systems and aging organizations over to blockchain-based solutions that increase automation and decrease cost. So this is really huge for cryptocurrency. We've got to get to a place where businesses can make the transition to blockchain. I think about like in my job, I'm an executive director of a nonprofit, and whenever we do any kind of transition, whether we change CPAs or whether we change to a new marketing company or whatever it is that we change, it's very hard, and it takes a lot out of not just me, but my team. And because of that, you get to a point where you're like, no more transition, it's too difficult, there's too much going on. And so think about that on a larger scale with blockchain, how hard it is going to be for companies to move from whether it's the way they receive payments, whether it's the way they, track their supply chain, or whatever it might be, that they need to move to blockchain. Like, think about the headache that could be if you don't have people helping you with that transition. So that's where Quantum comes in. They want to be able to move businesses from these legacy systems over to, using the quantum technology to be able to get their business involved in blockchain. And so that's really exciting. And I know that the interoperability has been mentioned a few times. And so part of that is the data feeds and the oracles. We've talked about how oracles in several different cryptocurrencies are starting to use them. They're basically translators, so they help things off of the blockchain communicate with things on the blockchain. So if you think of Quantum as like a hybrid between Bitcoin and Ethereum, now you're adding in the oracles so it's able to communicate off the blockchain. So it's pretty useful technology. So Quantum does claim to be the only proof of stake smart contracts platform. And why is that important? So since the proof of stake powers the smart contracts, that just means that Quantum is going to be able to be incredibly efficient and be able to work very fast. So basically Quantum has taken just a lot of aspects of a lot of different projects and combined them into one platform, which, makes sense that you take things that are already working, you combine them together, and you come up with a more efficient and more secure blockchain. And that is kind of the idea of Quantum. And of course, as I said, with them trying to bring other people into the blockchain space, that's super good for cryptocurrency. We want this project to succeed. Because of that, and because it has developed such a good platform and a good system, a lot of people are very bullish on Quantum and think that it could be one to watch. A lot of people have said that in June, July, August, this could be one to watch out for. Several different YouTubers and some other blogs that I've read named Quantum as one of their top 3 to watch. over the summer. So, of course, this is not financial advice. Do your own research, but this could be one that you'd want to do your own research on and possibly invest in if you like what you see. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, smash the like button for us, enter our contest. Until next time, that was your Simplified Coin Review.